Hello and welcome to Inside Leominster. This is a special edition of Inside Leominster, and it is 4 o'clock on the second day of April. We have a full show for you tonight and late this afternoon, and we'll be doing our briefing, and then we'll have a little conversation about how to reduce stress, how to stay in shape. Some of the gyms are closed, so I should say all of the gyms are closed, and so you're thinking about what are the things that I can do maybe in my office, maybe at home, maybe I get up early when the kids are still sleeping. So we'll be doing that in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, let's just let you know that tonight, if you'd like, normally, and you can message me on Facebook, but normally you cannot call, but tonight you can. And there's the phone number. We'll put it up. It's 978-537-7760. That is the number here, and hit extension 3. Again, 978-537-7760, extension 3. So we'll start off again in the event that some haven't got these numbers down straight. And I'm not sure. Can we do these on? Let's see if we can get them up. We have them. There we go. Important phone numbers. There they are. All of this information is on our website, and also you can catch this on the repeat. Mayor's office, 978-534-7500, extension 0. We can connect you with every department. City Hall and other municipal buildings are not open to the public, but we are here working at City Hall. We're ready to assist in any way that we possibly can. We're here to answer questions. There are no dumb questions. They're all good questions. More than likely, if you ask the question, somebody else did as well. And so please, don't hesitate to call us. Meals on Wheels through the Senior Center at 978-345-8501. Leominster Veteran Center, and they have, they're really on top of things up there. If you have any questions at all as how it relates to you, a veteran or a spouse, 978-534-7538. The state hotline is 211, and again, that phone number at the Emergency Operations Center is 978-534-7500, extension 5055. That is the phone number where you can call and volunteer, or you can call and ask for assistance. And again, people have called. We haven't turned anyone away. We're going to stay with it. We're going to get through it with you. And we're your partners. We are public servants. We are local government. We're the closest government to you. And we're here to help you. And tonight's show and all of these briefings are really to take tons and overload amounts of information that you are getting and reduce it all so that we can help you understand it better and faster. And sometimes, we talk to people in the morning, it's so overwhelming. They've watched TV the night before, watched the news, sat in front of the TV all day, and there's so much information that it's difficult. You reach that point, it's oversaturation, and it's difficult to retain. So give us a buzz at City Hall, 978-534-7500, extension 0. We'll help you out. Let's go to the, again, here's the information on schools. They have a hotline, 978-537-7700, extension 1341, for school breakfast and lunches. They have a number of sites that are set up. If you can't get to those sites, by all means, call us and we'll make sure you can either come to City Hall to get them, or we will make sure that you get one. We'll actually deliver it for you if we need to. We'll take just a short break here. I'll continue on. Marina, if you want to come and have a seat, we'll get you hooked up. And then after this, if you stay tuned, you guys got a break back there? If you have a break, let's go to the break. And then when we come back, I'll give you the updated numbers as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. So these numbers are right off the press at 4 o'clock, and I'll update the numbers local and state. So we'll take a short break, and then we'll be right back. Yes. And there you go. Coming soon. We're going to have a groundbreaking someday. That's the new studios over, that's a drone over the new LTV studios. Anyway, okay, so why don't I wait on those numbers, because I thought I had the updated numbers, and these are as of yesterday. So I'm going to hold off on those so I can give you the update numbers, but I will tell you there's a phone number right there. If you have any questions, give us a buzz. I guess the numbers are coming in now, but in the meantime, I will hold off on that. And again, there's the phone number. If you need to go to a testing site and you are having symptoms, the first thing you need to do is call your physician, wherever they might be, for urgent care center, Reliant, your doctor, some doctor, and get them to write you a prescription, or I should say a doctor's note that's going to either be faxed over or emailed to the lab. They will be in touch with you. They are open from Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, but there's a phone number you need to call. They'll give you that phone number, so that way they know you're coming. They'll give you, I think, a specific time. And then also at Reliant, you need to make the phone call to Reliant in order to get a test scheduled. We're going to take a break, and we're waiting for those numbers to come in. There's our phone number if you'd like to call. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on today?
Not much.
Are you washing your hands and keeping your distance?
Yes.
All right. I got a badge for you.
Yeah. Where's Art? Don't hear Art today.
Art, I don't know if Art knows that we're going to be on today at 4. I don't know that I posted it early enough. I got busy. I've been on conference calls all day, and I don't know that I posted it early enough, or maybe Art will call later.
I've been watching Leave It to Beaver and Andy Griffin.
You like Andy Griffin?
Yeah.
You like Aunt Bee?
Yes.
I wish Aunt Bee was around. She'd make me some biscuits.
I think Andy Griffin's kind of like you.
I don't know. He used to run the town without a gun.
I know. Barney's funny.
I'm more like Barney. I have one bullet. Kyle, what are you laughing about?
Yeah.
I have one bullet. All right, Crystal.
Take care, buddy.
All right. Over and out.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
There's the phone number, 978-537-7760 is the number to call, extension 3. And Marina Menchie is here with me. And good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So a bunch of people are already posting on here saying, oh, so much needed when I posted about your home. Now let's set the stage. People are home, husband, wife, significant other. That's usually, that right there is, that right there is a little bit of stress. And then kids are home. So parents are trying to get them to sit down and do some work. Parents are trying to get them somewhat of a schedule, get them fed. And parents are trying to work themselves, right? A lot of parents are working from home.
Yep.
So there's the dog's barking, there's all this chaos going on. And parents or anybody could have been going to the gym, but now the gyms aren't open. And they're thinking, so, I've worked so hard. I started at the beginning of the year. I did my whole watching what I ate through the holidays. And here I am now. And now I'm, I don't have $20,000 worth of gym equipment in my basement. And what do? I need a stress outlet. What do I do? How do I stay in shape, keep my brain sane? What do I do?
Well, we are all suffering because I myself am someone that goes to the gym every day, pretty much. I work at Global Fitness as a trainer, and I instruct fitness classes there.
Global, where's Kathy Bonica?
I don't know where Kathy
I
is.
wonder if she's watching tonight. No, she actually said she caught me early. Normally,
okay.
She catches like the last 4 seconds of the show. And then she'll say, what happened? And so I have to give her like an update. So she's watching. So
I'm sure she will be. Hopefully, I'm always on my best behavior.
All right.
So I mean, like myself, I'm sure most people are pulling their hair out, not able to get in their regular workout and their routine. For me, it's been a little difficult trying to get what I usually do at the gym at home.
Right.
We tend to focus on strength training. Strength training is probably the most important aspect with fitness. Cardio is great. I'm not saying don't go for a walk, don't go for a run. That's amazing. Strength training is where you're really going to see your results. The more muscle you build, the more calories and you burn when you're not doing anything. Right. The better your body does, and it makes you better just exercising overall at doing your activities of daily living. But whereas we don't have, like you said, access to gyms, they're all closed. we're finding ourselves, what can I do? In my case, I'm sure other gyms are doing this, but Global is posting at-home workouts. So we can do a lot of at-home workouts, and it's a lot of body weight, a lot of high-intensity cardio with that. And they also have the MOSA programs they put online as well. But I am a trainer, so I like to design my own things and do them at home. And it's simple things that you probably did in gym class as a kid, you know, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups. And if you put that into what we call HIIT training or high-intensity interval training, it makes a world of difference with your training, with your
Get
endurance.
the heart go on.
Yes.
Get the old bar
Yeah.
out that people used to put in the doorway to do pull-ups.
Yep, people
right?
still use those,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, they do.
Pull that thing out. You probably had it downstairs ready to go out to the flea market.
I
right?
want one, actually.
really?
I would love to have one
Oh, I
right
see
now.
those things all over the place. I think people use them to, like, you know, in case someone
it-
breaks in the nighttime or something. Oh, that's cool. So, can you show us any exercises that people can do that are pretty easy to do? You can pretty much do anywhere.
And quickly, I guess, before we do it,
Yes.
like I said, HIIT training. It's a lot of fast movement. You want to do everything high intensity, maximum intensity. A lot of times we do a thing called a Tabata training with that, which is you're doing maximum repetitions for 20 seconds with minimal rest or a 10-second rest. And that is what I do a lot in my basement, just because you get your heart rate up, minimal recovery, you're going, you know, by the end of 8 rounds, your heart hasn't really quit yet. And you do it for a few rounds and you're sweating, so.
So you should be sweating, breathing hard? Breathing hard?
Breathing heavily.
Heavily, hard, right?
Yep.
And sweating, and that tells you pretty much you are getting the right feedback, right?
Well,
And that's your body saying, okay.
It depends where your maximum heart rate is, you know,
Right,
where
right.
you're.
You're not going to drop or pass out or anything, right?
Well, listen to your body.
Okay.
So obviously, if you're starting to get dizzy, don't keep doing it. Take a bit of a rest, you know. But yeah, listen to your body is the best advice I can probably give on this. And I'll just demonstrate a couple
Let's
moves.
see what we can do here. Get ready, everybody.
Everybody,
Get ready in the living room, and we're going to find out exactly what we need to do.
Yeah, I mean, so super simple to start off. You got your jumping jacks that you can do. Very easy, very effective after a while. Your breath starts to get going. You have squats, all body weight, and if done properly, you want to make sure that you can wiggle your feet, so your weight should be in your heels. And when you squat down, you want to keep your chest up. If you have weights at home, you can also use that for weights. You can do things too to add in plyometric movements, which incorporate jumping. So you can turn a squat into a jumping squat. That gets your heart rate up. It also burns your legs a lot faster. I don't know if I'm talking loud enough without my microphone on. You have things like push-ups that you can do. Yep, mountain climbers. All of these things, like I said, they're very, you're not only doing strength.
Yeah, I bet if you do a few mountain climbers, you're going to run out of some breath. The old
you're
heart
not
will be
only
going,
doing,
right?
You're not only doing strength, but you're also doing body weight and, and cardio.
Okay.
And that's going to give you like the best results that you can do. Also, certain apps they have available, like Gym Boss Timer is a really great app you can put on. It gives you different timing patterns. So if you choose to make a program of jumping jacks and squats, it can give you a timing repetition so that you're getting, you know, the best results from that.
Neat. If you have any questions, again, Marina Menchini is here, and our phone number is 978-537-7760, extension 3, and just talking a little bit about the stress part of all of this. Everybody is on edge somewhat. I even woke up this morning and I'm like, wow, this is such a different world. You know, every day is different, and the information is just coming at you. And sleeping a few hours, but getting, you know, somewhat
Do you
so that
sleep?
clearing my brain a little bit. And then when I wake up, I'm like, wow, this is, you know, you start thinking about projects in the city and normally what you'd be doing, working on the budget, and you start thinking about the reality of it all. And I'm sure everybody goes through that. So anyway, that is why it's so important to have something. So how about if you're going to get out there and people like, you know what, I got to get out there and at least take a walk. The air is fresh. I have about 10 minutes or 20 minutes. How should we be walking? Should that heart be pounding? Should we be moving our arms to get the fullest of this?
I mean, it really depends on the person. You know, I'm not sure without doing an evaluation, you know, what someone can actually tolerate.
Right.
A brisk walk is good for anybody. You know, if you get out and you're just doing a general walk. If you're looking to increase your lung capacity and your endurance, I always recommend, especially for people starting to run, to use the telephone poles on the street. So, you can sprint to a telephone pole and jog or walk to the next one, and sprint and jog and walk, and that's
So
another.
the run, walk kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty. A lot of people do the marathon that way.
Yeah,
and have been
that's
successful.
I mean, I mentioned Tabata training, but that's a lot of Olympic athletes train
Right.
that way because that's an endurance way of training. So it's wonderful.
So these are things that people can do. Families can get all the, get the kids
Yeah.
out. As you said, there are a number of apps or things that you can catch on TV or the internet or whatever that you can get that will help you go through it. As you said, members of Global get sort of emails every day or something. Is that what they're pushing out? Or
He
things
puts
on Facebook?
on the Facebook page. They post a couple different things each day. So many people are doing the exercises and doing the routines and then posting that they're doing it. So it's great to see that people are keeping active still.
Even just basic stretching and relaxation methods is so therapeutic.
It is, yes.
Sure.
Like yoga.
Clear the brain,
Absolutely.
right?
Stretching's good anyway. We recommend stretching after a workout while your muscles are warm so that they
You
move
don't
a lot
get those
easier.
2 in the morning cramps. Start
Correct.
running around
Also
the
drink
house,
a lot
right?
of water
Lot of
so that you
water.
don't get a lot of cramps at night, yes.
Well, this is good information. Thank
Yes,
you.
you're
Anything we
welcome.
forgot at all?
I don't really think so. I think
No?
if people are just very proactive about working out, a lot of times it's the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, which means if you have I'm very intrinsically motivated. I get up at 3:30 in the morning and I get on my treadmill and I run. There are other people that aren't, and those are typically the people that go to group fitness classes and go to the gym so that they feel surrounded by other people and they're more apt to do something. But the extrinsically motivated people right now need a lot of motivation. And so I think get up, get going, write down 5 exercises, even if you only do them for a minute each, that's 5 minutes that you've just moved, and that's starting somewhere.
And then tomorrow you do 6 or 7,
Right.
and then you get it up, and then before long you're in a regular routine. See, when you were kids, they used to make you do that in school. I don't even
I'll
know if
tell
they
you right
do
now,
that
a lot of
anymore.
kids are working out with their parents. I'm seeing on Facebook,
yeah.
and I think it's great. It's amazing. The parents are doing their push-ups, and the kids are doing their push-ups, and there are a lot of partner exercises you can do too.
Yeah, just don't get hurt.
Partner, yes, definitely.
One of those jump
Again,
up on their back,
listen to your body.
TikTok.
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but they
Right.
do. Yeah, TikTok's out of control with
Yeah,
some of
there's
this
people.
stuff.
I'm worried about what people are going to do. They got how many seconds or minutes to put
Is it
something up?
15? I don't
No,
even
I
have
don't
a
even think it's
TikTok.
that long,
I'm not
is
even
it?
lying.
I'm worried about what people are going to start doing.
Wait for it.
Acrobats.
Wait for it.
Yeah,
It'll get
it's-
fun before the
Well, because-
quarantine is over.
Right. What happens is everybody steps it up. So they watch what everybody else is doing. And I have to. Then we've already seen that. I need to step it up, and I'm just worried that somebody's going to think they're Superman or something.
That's
Try
going to
to fly
happen.
or
Stay
something.
tuned.
Yeah,
Stay
do a few
tuned.
flips and then land on somebody's shoulders or something.
Just wait till the pool's open, then you're going to see
Can't wait.
that.
Yep. Well, thank you, Marina. That
Thank
was
you
very
for
helpful.
having me.
Stay put. They'll de-mic you, and then we'll get on with the rest of the show. But good. That's
All
good.
right.
We'll have you on again. People need this. Maybe we need a little exercise show, Kyle, on LTV on a regular basis.
There you
Maybe
go.
do a bi-daily thing. Anyway, the phone number here at Inside Leominster was a special edition of Inside Leominster, and we are just updating you on everything as we do for the afternoon briefing. And yes, if you want to de-mic. Oh,
I can just pull it up?
yeah,
All right.
you're easy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and so here we go. Let me just get the updated results here so that everybody understands what those results are. Let's see. Here we go. The confirmed cases in the state of Massachusetts went from 7,700 yesterday to about 9,000 today. In Worcester County, they went from 563 yesterday to 667. Patients hospitalized in the state of Massachusetts, 813. Yesterday it was 682. So 682 to 813. Let's see. Total tested has gone from 52,000 to about 57,000. Oh, 56,600. So from about 52,000 to 56,600 people have been tested, and 154 deaths. We have in Leominster, we have a total of 29, but 6 are now off, so 6 are recovered, and we have 23 active cases here in the city of Leominster. In Worcester County, did I have Worcester County here? Yes, Worcester County, we're at 667. Total cases confirmed. I'll start over again, and I'll read this a couple of times for you. It's 966 cases that are confirmed. Worcester County is 667. Patients hospitalized, 813. And it's difficult to sort of explain to you exactly what that number means, total hospitalized, because we don't know. It's been difficult for anyone to get the total numbers of how many hospital beds are available in the state and how many of those beds are full. And it would give us a better idea of where we're at in terms of reaching that surge point and what capacity we have. I heard this morning we're at 60% at Health Alliance, but not totally sure of that number. Anyway, total deaths are 154. And again, those are the numbers as of 4 o'clock. So we want to give you those numbers, and I'll give them again later on in the show. And if you have any questions tonight, we have the opportunity for you to call in. You can also message me on Facebook, but it's difficult sometimes to constantly be looking at my Facebook page. Caller, welcome to the show.
Well, your listenership is up again. My neighbor called the house here and says, somebody wants to know where you are.
I've been on the phone all day, and I've been trying to reach you. I was trying to post it. I didn't even get to post it till like 5 minutes of, so sorry.
Here I am.
I'll tell you, every minute is different. Every day is different.
Oh,
and,
it's, I got a funny little story for you. It kind of breaks it with all this virus going on. I have a rake that I have had for 40 years. And I've been raking around the yard, getting ready for the good weather. A couple of the prongs are bent out of, it's metal. I've got 2 water pump clamps holding the broom part of the rake onto the handle and a little bolt going through it. And I've had it for over 44 years.
Wow.
This landscaper shows up next door at my house today with 5 trucks and about 8 guys, and they're going like crazy. And I went walking over because I wanted to talk to him. I see him coming down the bank and scowling. Brand new rake he had. He broke it in half.
They don't make anything. Unless you spend a lot of money, they don't.
Exactly.
Equipment's not the same.
Exactly. In 2 pieces. I looked at him and I says, and you're the boss. He started laughing. He said, do you believe this? I says, yeah, I do. It's just they don't make them like they used to anymore.
Nothing.
They're very
Absolutely
lightweight.
Nothing.
They got whatever that wood is. It's not oak. I know that. It's soft and puts too much pressure on it and probably broke it. In fact, I use it. This is how strong my handle is. I use it. I drive around the yard on the tractor to scratch up the surface of the lawn, and I use a bungee cord to keep it to the side of the tractor. I drive with my left hand, and my right hand I lift up on the rake to put pressure down on it. And I do my whole yard, and nothing's broken.
Well,
just one of those things.
Yeah, hang on to that baby for another 45 years.
Now, something stupid will happen to it. Now, next Monday, North Leominster picks up waste.
Yes, starting the 6th.
And there's
on
no
Monday,
limit.
we start.
There's no limit. I know my wife was concerned because I've got about 30 bags.
Put it all out there. Just don't put it in plastic biodegradable bags because we can't tell whether they're biodegradable, so they won't pick them up. But you can put little barrels out there, 5-gallon barrels, old trash barrels. Just leave the covers off. You can put bundles of brush bundles, I say, cut it out. Make them maybe 3 or 4 feet wide, enough so they can throw it into the hopper, as they say. So yes, we start picking up on the 6th. As much as you want to put out there, go ahead. It's supposed to be a nice weekend, so it'll be perfect weather to get out there and start early. It only lasts 8 weeks, and then we always get calls towards the end where people say, they didn't have time, and it's very expensive for us to add a week. So these 8 weeks are in the contract. When we go to add a week, it's $5,000 to $10,000 to add a week, and we just right now we're over our budget on trash removal and recycling because people are home, they're cleaning their the basements and the junk drawers and the closets and the so the garage and everything else. So the numbers are up. So we're over on our budget. So we're just telling everybody use as much as you can on the recycling and we'll make it through. So spread yourself out, but put as much yard waste out as you want.
Okay, buddy, we'll be talking to you. Stay safe.
Yeah, you guys stay. You and your wife there, stay home and.
We are doing absolutely.
Do a little arm wrestling and a couple of exercises here and there, and.
Well, I don't know. Well, Golf has been set back a month. We're not too happy about that,
Well,
but I'm not going to complain.
You can
We
take
got to
up
do what
dancing.
we got to do.
You can take up dancing.
Oh, wouldn't that be a sight?
Yeah.
That used to be one of my favorite hobbies.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Okay, buddy.
All right, take care.
You got it.
This is a special edition of Inside Leominster. We're here till about 5 o'clock. 978-537-7760 is the number to call. We'll put it back up there once in a while, extension 3. Give us a call. The governor's updates for today, if you didn't catch the press conference, I'll summarize it for you if you like. The governor has put together his own team of analysts to try to predict the virus in Massachusetts. I know there are a number of us that are out there trying to put our numbers together and watch this to see what it means and try to put the numbers together. And I think that is where, if we had the numbers from the hospitals across the state, we could sort of watch this day by day, just like we watch the numbers. They are now predicting that the confirmed cases in Massachusetts will be between 47,000 and 172,000 cases. And obviously, there's a big disparity there. But, you know, we are on our way, no question about that. They are predicting the peak now to be between April 10th and April 20th. And the mortality rate is expected to be about 1.5%. It could be lower because we have a lower smoking rate. Our population is less dense, and we are implemented a stay-in-place order earlier than they did in Europe. They have a goal of 750 to 1,000 field hospital beds and 1,000 step-down beds for those that can be released from the hospital but cannot go home. And that's what they're doing at the DCU Center. And that is why, as a footnote, we need that information from the hospitals to find out how many patients are being released. And also, they have a request in to the feds for 1,400 ventilators. MEMA and Department of Public Health are delivering 100 shipments across Massachusetts today to hospitals, nursing homes, and first responders, bringing the total shipments since they started to more than 700. So that is good. The hospitals, those in the healthcare industry, public safety, have been waiting for those products and supplies to come. And so that's a little bit of a relief here in the state of Massachusetts. Massachusetts ordered 3 million masks that were scooped up by the feds at the Port of New York. Massachusetts has a lot of global connections throughout the businesses, college, et cetera, and the governor tapped into those to secure 1 million masks from China. There are a number of companies here. We've listed them. I'll list them a little bit later, who have stepped up to the plate to help us. And every day, in fact, I want to go back because I think Dr. McDowell, let's see if we have him here. Brian McDowell, Dr. Brian McDowell said, just want to let you know I'm headed to the emergency management with another dropping off another 15 boxes of masks. This is their third or fourth delivery. 10 boxes of small gloves, 20 boxes of med-surg gloves, 5 boxes of extra large or large gloves, and 3 packages of gowns, 4 packages of Cava wipes, and I sent it to an updated list of all the doctors that help. So doctors and oral surgeons and dentists and everyone in between have been stepping up, and they've been going around collecting these things. And every other day we get another shipment from them, and then we're able to disperse them. We don't keep things at emergency management. As fast as we get them, we backfill them to those that need them. So thank you all, and we'll get that list updated. And we'll update it again tomorrow morning, but that's fabulous. I was saying today how many resources, you know, I know a guy or a lady who knows a lady or a guy that knows a guy, and the resources in this area have been phenomenal. I have gotten calls you wouldn't believe. Someday I will share them to you, hopefully soon, with people who say, I'm working on this, I got a call yesterday saying I'm trying to get a mask for every single person in the city, and I'll let you know how it works out. Phenomenal. It is amazing, the resources that we have, not to mention all the businesses here in the city who have stepped up as well. We are the 3rd largest tester in the United States, behind only New York and Washington State. So we are testing at a rate second to only New York and Washington State. The faster we test, the faster we get the results, the faster we can quarantine, treat people that have symptoms, and notify those who may have been exposed so that they know, so they can quarantine, and we can slow this whole thing down. We're now in the fourth site in the country for the Patel system. The Patel system, through Partners Healthcare, can decontaminate. That's decontaminate up to 80,000 masks per day, and each mask can be cleaned 5 to 10 times. Now, I know that doesn't sound wonderful, but I can tell you that if you're somebody that's waiting, for a mask and to make sure that it's decontaminated, this will help until those new masks arrive. People keep asking for those updated numbers. If you're just joining us, I will go back to my slide, but it is, in Leominster, it is 29 or 28. Let me just get the numbers for you so I don't mess it up. It is about 9,000 confirmed cases in Massachusetts, 667 in Worcester County. Testing was about 57,000. Total deaths are 154. That's sad. And in Leominster, I have to run to the other page here. It is 20. I want to make sure you're getting the right information here. 20. Here we are. 23. 29 total. 23 are off watch. So 23 active, and I'm not sure how many of those are hospitalized and how many aren't, but that's just the number that we have there, and I hope that helps you. Where does the mayor get his current numbers for COVID for the state or Worcester County? We get them from the state, from the website. They get posted every day at 4 o'clock. You can receive the same information. So other information that I want to share with you tonight at 33 minutes after the hour is, this is important, and I'm happy that our communications with you is helping, because I've heard from a number of people today that said they called and were able to get this Comcast Essentials program, and they were able to get hooked into the internet, and so I know it's working. I'm happy to hear that, so I know people are watching and they're using this information to help you. So Comcast Essentials program, they're offering 2 months free to people who've never been on, had a connection. They're not Comcast customers. It's 2 free months if you're eligible for National School Lunch Program, Housing Assistance, Medicaid, SNAP, SSI, and other generally eligible programs. So if you can do that, please. Yes, all you have to do, and it's a long thing, just Google Comcast Essentials program. They'll get you hooked in. They will get you hooked in. It's free for 2 months, and then after that, it's $9.95 a month with tax, unless you choose to cancel. So that's a very good program. People have been asking us about the IRS. So make sure you filed your 2019 or 2018 taxes. That includes bank information. So they do an automatic deposit. If they do direct deposit, you don't have to worry about anything. They're going to send it to you automatically. The IRS will calculate and automatically send payments to those that are eligible. If you haven't filed your taxes in 2019, the IRS will use the 2018 tax return to determine what your eligibility is. There is no need to call the agency or sign up to receive a check. However, if you don't have direct deposit and you want to get onto the website for the IRS, you can, and you can put your information in, and they will do an automatic deposit. If you do not have, if you can't do that and you don't have direct deposit, whatever it might be, then sit tight, they'll mail you a check. And those that are receiving Social Security and Disability will automatically get a check. So again, it seems to be covered there for you, so that's very helpful information. Thank you. And really important is the IRS does not make phone calls at all for any reason, no matter what. Again, the IRS does not make phone calls. So if you get a phone call from somebody from the IRS saying that you are that they're calling from the IRS, hang up the phone. Immediately just hang up the phone. They are scammers. They are hoping you say one word, because one word gives them another word to say, and then two, and then you're a full-blown conversation. They are smooth and fast talkers, and next thing you know, you'll be giving them information that will hurt you and cost you. So as soon as you hear the words, hello, this is the IRS, the next noise you should hear is click. There's our phone number here, 978-537-7760. That's the number to call here at extension 3. If you haven't paid your child support tough luck not getting a check. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to give you a check. If you haven't filed for taxes in a number of years, I suggest you get down real fast to one of those tax services and try to get your taxes filled out and pay what you owe, because what you owe might be less than what the tax check would be, the incentive, especially if you have kids. So that is important information. People ask me all the time, are they going to tax this check? From the sources that I know, and again, I'm not a tax accountant, what I'm told is they are not going to tax you. They are not going to. There's so much misinformation out there. But from what I'm told, from reliable sources, you are not going to be taxed. Governor announces the finalization of the DCU Center, just so we all understand what the purpose of the DCU Center is. It's there to for those who aren't ready to go home but don't need to be hospitalized. So sort of mid-step care. And they have 250 beds that is set up. It's 50,000 square feet. The DCU Center is going to be staffed with UMass Medical School students who will be graduating early and are eager to work. Mayor Walsh announced today that the Boston Convention Center will be a bed, in other words, the same sort of a situation, a 500-bed field hospital, and they're going to be doing that at the Convention Center. Another case where everyone is stepping in. And Health Alliance they're part of the UMass system. They also have a backup plan in the event that they need more beds, but they are also part of that DCU part here, that component where, if need be, those can be freed up from the hospitals and moved to a facility like that so that they could still get care but not go home, would be helpful. I see no questions here on our Facebook, but you're watching a special edition of Inside Leominster. The special stimulus package for, and let me just put up some slides for you. I know that's sort of helpful. See if we could do that. No? Yes? There we go. Let's get right over to the stimulus package. I guess I got to go back. Let's see. There you go. These are what the funding is available for. In terms of small business, this is really going to be a help. I know these small businesses are having a difficult time hanging in there, and each day that passes, they're trying to think about what that, at first I think everybody thought April 4th or 5th or 6th was coming and a switch would be hit. We'd all go back to normal. We know now that that's not likely to happen. Some other examples of what the funding can be used for. If you have any questions at all, go to the small business site, sba.gov, or you can go to North Central Mass Chamber of Commerce. They also have a great website with links. You could call our office. We have a really good, over the weekend, Wendy, the grant administrator for the city, had a really good, picked up on a really good website. And it is done by the Senate Committee, U.S. Senate Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship. And they have put together, by far, the best Q&A site that tells you everything you need to know about grants and how some of these loan programs work. So please, I do refer you to that. Hey, we're going to need some help. Memorial Day is going to happen no matter what. So to the extent of it, I'm not sure, but it is going to happen. But anyway, if you want to help, get out, get some fresh air, get some exercise. Give a buzz to the Veterans Department, and they will direct you in a particular location to try to trim out some of those monuments at various cemeteries in the city. That would really be helpful. And let me just go back a slide, guys, if I could. And if you see, so the veterans' grave markers, so they are the ones that lay flat on the ground. And oftentimes after fall and some of the weeds take over, you can't even see these. So what we do is try to cut around them and clean out around it so that it'll look nice. And some of these markers are pretty much covered up to the point where you can't see them anymore. And some of the families have passed, and some of these veterans are from World War II, World War I, believe it or not. And it would really be nice if you could, walk through the cemeteries, find out where some of these are, and make some improvements. Caller, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dean. From high school.
Who's this?
Steve McNamara.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Hi. Hey, you've probably seen it at school. We have a industrial-sized 3D printer.
Yes.
and within the past hour, we just got confirmation of getting a lot of material
Oh,
to
cool.
start printing.
Awesome. That's great.
And yeah, we're told we should be able to print about 16 masks a day.
Nice.
And we're just waiting for confirmation that we can actually get in the building and start printing these things. We were just told within the hour.
That's awesome. And then
Yeah.
early on, I know that you opened up, everybody at CTEI opened up the school so they could grab the mask and then get them up to the hospital. So everybody's been great. And thank you. That's great. How exciting. Who'd ever think you'd be using 3D printers for this?
When we got it, we thought it was just going to be for the student projects. We didn't have a clue that it would be for this need.
Well, that's
So
great news.
We're trying to do anything possible at the trade school.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's a big help.
Okay.
That's great news,
Okay.
Steve. Thank you.
I'll keep you in the loop on this.
Yes, please.
Okay, thanks, Dean.
Yes, Steve McNamara at CTEI. So they use 3D printers for students to cut out prototypes in the mold making and design business. Many times you use a 3D printer to show a potential customer what a product might look like. So they would actually do a 3D printout of this so they could show it to a customer so they could see how it fits, how it would fit in packaging, how it would, so how you would hold it, how's it feel in your hand. So this machine's been dormant now because there's been no school, and Steve McNamara and others have been given the go-ahead to start, doing 3D printing for these masks. So we're pulling out all the stops, community's coming together. That's what it's all about. And let me go back to some of the slides here for you. So anyway, if you can help on that level. Yard waste pickup, again, April 6th to the 30th. Dog licenses. Can we blow that up there, please? Yes, thank you. People have been calling about dog licenses. But 6th to the 30th on yard waste. The water department is flushing. They're doing areas around Pleasant and between Pleasant and Union, like Adams Street and Gordon Street and Birchcroft Street, Pond Street, etc. So 7 to 3. Have some extra water set aside if you live in that area. Dog licenses are due, obviously, the 31st, but you can renew them online if your dog's rabies certificate is up to date and on file. If this is a new dog or we not have current rabies certificates on file, then you can fax them to 978-534-7546, and we're not going to give you any late fees there. How's that, huh? Isn't that pretty good? And yes, I think Vanessa said this morning that if you call and want to donate blood, that it might be like a 2-week wait, but don't let that scare you off. They're going to need blood, not just in 2 weeks, but 3 and 4 and 5, and then they need to replenish what they've dispensed. So call 1-800-RED Cross, or you can log on to redcross.org/Massachusetts, but you can't just show up out there in Worcester where they're doing the blood drives. They need you to call or email first. If you're heading over to the Leominster Public Library, check out the leominsterlibrary.org, and you can do story time and visual story times, pen pal clubs. They have care packages that go out with the breakfast in the morning, and I understand those went real fast this morning. And then they have a digital library second to none. Anything you could ever imagine, with thousands of e-content and books and tapes and books on tape, and let's see what else they have, CDs and movies, and just, you can't imagine. So if you have a hard time accessing that digital library and using it and downloading, you can call the Leominster Public Library and they will help you out. Also, you can go to Leominster Conservation Commission website, and just go to leominster-ma.gov. That's the city's website. Click on commissions, hit Conservation Commission, and you will be in great shape. Registry is in a walk-in, is close to walk-ins. You must call. There's the phone number right there, the 857-36-8000 number. You must call, and the only reason you should be going there are for 2 things, really. For a commercial driver's license or permits, or some new registration and new mass IDs, but I think they've relaxed that. So please pay attention to that. They don't want you just showing up. A number of businesses in town. Oh, in the last 15 minutes, could you let me know? Just call, and you don't have to say this on air. If you've gone to a local business for takeout, will you let us know where you went And if you want to throw in a little, it was pretty good kind of thing or so, let us know. But call this number here on the screen. Let us know. You don't have to come online here to tell me. You could post it on Facebook in the next 15 minutes, or you can call here at 537-7760 extension 3, and they'll take your call off the air and they'll yell it out to me. You don't have to leave your name. You don't have to come on the air. But anyway, here are some of the businesses in town that are participating. Let's go on this bear hunt. I don't know, 280 or it must be up to 290. So people are putting bears all over the place. To put them on their front porch or put them in a window. It's kind of cool because you actually have to hunt for them. You actually have to look around. And every once in a while, I spot one that I haven't seen yet. Well, probably because there are about 280 of these bears in and around the city. Want to keep that going. Keep 6 feet away. Remember all those things, right? Keep 6 feet away. Don't go on anybody's property. Don't try to take the bear. Take a picture of the bear. Just don't try to run down the street with the bear. Anyway, if you want to get on the list, you can email Nikki Peters at npeters@leominster-ma.gov. Yes, somebody went to El Forno and 435, and it was great. Extra big tips. Oh, I see what you mean. Leave extra big tips. Thank you. Yes, 435 in El Forno. So have you been to a local restaurant? And by all means, let us know for takeout. And you can post it here on Facebook, or you can call us here at Inside Leominster. Kids edition of these tablets. Can't say it enough times, but we do have them available. We don't have a huge supply left, so please come by City Hall or call us. 534-7500, extension 0. Yes, Lucas and Comaquito was fantastic. So these businesses are open. The reason I'm asking you to call in is some have decided not to participate. I think the wing place, is it Simple Wings? Why am I saying Simple Wings? Over on Whitney Street, decided to opt out, and so they're no longer doing it. But I just want to, I don't want you to go there and find out they're not there, or call there and keep calling just to find out they're not there. But I know that Paisanos is open across the street. I saw a sign, obviously El Camino, Christina's. So if there's a business, let us know. Super Wings? No, I think Super Wings opted out, Wayne, I think. We went by last night, right, Tara? We went by last night and they were closed. Went by this afternoon and they were closed. So I'm not sure if they're opting back in. It's another month, so they may decide to opt back in. I would think they would do a great business. So let's go to another slide here while we can, but please call and let me know, or just post and let me know what's going on in terms of takeout restaurants. Community Resources, the United Way, these are all agencies helping people, Growing Places, Catholic Charities, Ginny's Food Pantry. They will be open, the next day they'll be open at Ginny's will be Saturday. They're open from 10 to 1. So anyway, that should help you out. Changes Pizza is open. Are You OK program, if you have somebody elderly in your home, somebody who's sheltered in, lives alone, somebody with a disability, call this non-emergency number at 978-534-7560, extension 3432. And every day what happens is they call that number, check on them, make sure they're doing okay. If for some reason they don't hear from them, they'll send a police officer over after 2 times of making that phone call. And we've had that program over 30 years, and it has worked well. Athens on Central Street is still open. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the common sense part of this, how we can stop the spread. Assume you have the virus. Assume everybody you know has the virus. Assume every single surface that you touch or come in contact with is somehow or another compromised. If that's the case, then yes, then in that case, you're going to be fine. And keep your distance, right? If this disease and this virus does not like soap and water, and it does not like alcohol. So if you can remember those things, carve it into your brain. I say it over and over and over. It's really simple, right? I mean, the supermarkets and everybody else now is starting to catch on that we just can't have people so close to each other. That's how we're passing it on. Gaz Bar in Athens are still offering takeout. So that's good. Those are all, so changes, and again, Lucas, Comaquito, Paisanos, and the list goes on. So with about 10 minutes left here, if you'd like to Facebook message me or call me at the phone number on the screen. Let's get to all the people that helped us out. That list is growing. Tomorrow we'll have an update on this list, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Piccolomundo delivered like a tractor trailer full of bagels. These things must have weighed a pound apiece, along with cream cheese. They were so good. The only thing that was left after we distributed them were these little seeds from the sesame seeds ones, right? So thank you to everybody. Wi-Fi still free over at the public library. If you got to go in the back, on the Pearl Street entrance, and when you join in, you'll see Leo Lib Guest, like Leominster Library Guest, Leo Lib Guest, and it'll hook you in. C&M Pizza's still around. Great food, quick response, delivery and online ordering. Yeah, keep them coming. Senior shopping hours, finally. The grocery stores have gone. Some of them have gone to a line outdoors. But I can tell you, all the feedback today has been it's really worked out well. So you stand outside, but once you get in the store, you're not going to come face to face with people. A lot of these aisles are very narrow. That's the worst set of circumstances. So I think this is really going to help. You get in the store, get what you need. No socializing while you're in there. You're in there to get your groceries and get out. And they'll get you through the checkouts fast. And thank you to all those grocery workers and all the people working in department stores and fast food and those takeout businesses and gas stations and everybody else that gets out there to help us out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leominster Parks, we still have our parks open, but you can't use the equipment. Please do not use the equipment because we don't have to close the parks down. We have 26 miles of beautiful trails. If you've never heard of South Monoosnock Hill and North Monoosnock Hill, I suggest you get on our website, go to the trails section of it all and find out where it is. This should be on your bucket list. It should be number one. Seriously, this is something that's so close to us. If you've never been to Barrett Park, by the way, I'll give you a little hint, and this is for only our inside Leominster friends. They stocked it with 500 rainbow trout at Barrett Park. How's that? Is that a little bonus for watching Inside Leominster? So North Monoosnock Hill, South Monoosnock Hill, Shoalin Farms, Barrett Park. If you've never been to these venues, another real hidden secret, and I saw it, I think Jen Perla posted the other day, was Prospect Park. Does anybody know where Prospect Park is? Tara, do you know where Prospect Park is? It's on Prospect Street on the right-hand side, and you sort of just drive by it without even knowing it's a park. It's a beautiful park, and it's only maybe 50 or 60 feet wide from the front, but it goes way back, and there's some bridges back there and some little, some streams that cut through, and I'm telling you, don't miss these. These are real hidden gems. So, yes. Can I still get my car inspected? I don't know. I guess. It looks like they're open. Most of them, I think, are open. So, yes, I would say you can still get your car inspected. If not, don't worry about it. I don't think anyone's going to pull you over, Lauren, and tell you that your car is not inspected and the sticker is run out. I wouldn't panic about those kinds of things. And if you do, call me. Census, don't forget. Hey, actually, the census is up. They're saying that more people are filling out the census, and it's coming in really well, and that's exciting. So there you go. Good things are happening. And let's not forget Sonny down there and crew, all volunteers that run a city-owned radio station. Can you go to the parks? Yes. Check for ticks and pack a lint roller. Look at you, Lauren, all filled with all kinds of Martha Stewart tips today. It's like a Pinterest Martha Stewart day. Thank you. Those are all helpful hints. But anyway, 95.1. If you haven't listened to this radio station, there's probably music on here that you really like and you haven't heard, and there's probably no other radio station in the world that's playing it. Tune in, 95.1 FM. You can go to WLPZ.org and click on, or you can go to their Facebook page, and there's tons of information. So Tuesday night, I know everybody's been like sitting by the phone. Yes, you can get inspected. Fran went to Ricky's on Lancaster Street and got inspected. So our disco show, I know you've all been waiting for it. People have been like sitting by the TV and watching news media and breaking news out of every mainstream sense of media. It is Tuesday night from 6 to 7 on WLPZ. We'll be playing all the music that only I remember, but you might have heard, because a lot of this music is music that they play between commercials and certain athletic games, or you hear it on commercials for car commercials and vehicle commercials. I know you're all too young for this, but I'll be playing all the best of when I spun records at Cinema Lounge, Upstairs, Downstairs, Cinema Lounge, what else to say, Valentino's, the Down Under, which was on Sundays at Valentino's. Occasionally, I'll meet somebody and they'll have like 4 kids with them, and they'll say, I don't know if you remember me, but when you used to do that disco for teens at Valentino's on Sundays from 2 to 6, I used to go there. And I look and I think, you're kidding me. So anyway, if that's your music, if you're interested in finding out what that music was all about, if you're interested in getting your partner ready to maybe do a few backflips off of the kitchen counters, or just get cheek to cheek when we play Rolls Royce, Wishing on a Star. So get ready for that, because I know that you're gonna, it'll bring the love back, okay? We gotta bring the love back, and by then everyone should be completely stressed out. Yes, Disco Dino's coming back for one more special performance, and it's Tuesday night, WLPZ 95.1. You can catch it streaming. Yes, you can catch it streaming on, yes, Dan, parks are open, playgrounds are not. Thank you. But you can catch it streaming on WLPZ.org. I want to thank everybody here at Leominster.tv. They make sure they're here to make sure you can see our show, make sure you have local programming, all the history that is shared here, old games, everything. And so we're thankful for them. I want to thank all of those in public safety, EMS, DPW workers, city workers, all of those in public health, all of those in the medical field who are out there. I know you're getting tired. Take your vitamin C, take your vitamins. We are 100% behind you. We have great care here in the North Worcester County. We are thankful for that. We're thankful for what our nurses and doctors are doing. Those that are providing home health care, all of that. Those that work in the supermarket, in that service business, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Take your vitamins, keep your distance. Remember, treat everybody as if they have the virus. Act as if you have the virus. Treat everything as if every surface was compromised. Soap and water, alcohol-based products. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night, be safe, stay healthy.